right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Kosis Resta. You already know me who I am. Anyways, um, um, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kosis Resta, and I'm a MMA athlete. And I've been fighting for 4 years of my life. I started when I was 17, and I'm making this video to just tell you guys the experience that I've had since I've started fighting, and it's just a kind of like story. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's lockdown. I don't got anything good to do, and I've been thinking too much. But more about that later. How I got into fighting. So fighting, I was never into fighting before in my life till I was 17. To be honest. I used to work. I used to play. I used to play football. I wanted to be a professional football player, which didn't turn out well. Well, I'm here right now as a fighter. But anyways, so I was 17 years old, and I was desperately looking for a job. I wanted to work and earn my own money. So I told my uncle to just find me a place where I can work and earn some decent amount of money. So he told me to go to a gym, Rage Fitness. It's my second home now. I consider it as my home. I went there, and our master trainer, Sandesh Dai, he was interviewing me, and he wanted to. I was there. I was supposed to work there as a fitness trainer. Where I've never been a fitness trainer, but I was supposed to learn and work. And at the end of the interview, he tells me, you look in a good shape. Do you want to try MMA? And I was like, why not, for sure. Before that, 2 days before that, I was watching Conor McGregor video, and it was like really hyped up, and I was like, I just said yes. And he told me, just come this evening and just try your class out. And I was there. It was a kickboxing class, and the first time I threw a kick at those mitts, oh, I fell in love with it. I was like, ooh. It's like I found my soulmate or something like that. I don't know if it makes sense or not. But anyways, after I trained for like a few months, I was still 17 years old, and there was the competition. This is the time that I realized I really wanted to be a fighter, and I really wanted to win. There was this fight, the tournament in Lanchor. Gandhi Dai and Bikram Dai were participating on that one, and unfortunately Gandhi Dai lost the fight. He did pretty well, but it's a fight game. You lose and you win. No, it is what it is. So Gandhi Dai lost that fight, and then it was Bikram Dai's turn, and he wins the first fight, he wins the second fight, and he wins the third fight. So remember, all three fights were in a single day. Okay, so it was not like a break and all that. It was all three fights were in a day. And then I was just looking at him, and I was like, bro, this is. I was not scared. I just wanted to be like him. I just not to be like him, but I wanted that gold medal wrapped around my chest, on my neck, And they were taking photos. Everyone was happy. I was happy too, but I wanted a medal. I wanted to win that bad. So I'll jump straight into my first fight. So after I don't know, a few months or a year, I had my first fight. 1 week before the fight, my coach Bhupesh Dai, shout out to Bhupesh Dai, he comes to me and he tells me there's a Kyokushin fight. It wasn't a Kyokushin fight. There's a Bajra fight coming up. So Bajra is basically is a kickboxing match. You can be of any background and go and fight. So there's a Bajra fight coming up. Do you want to fight? And looking at the story behind, seeing Bikram Dai getting those medals, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But I had only 1 week to fight. 1 week to fight. And at 1 week I had to be mentally prepared to fight, and I had to lose 5 kg. So I was 75, and I had to lose 5 kg. So I filled up the form, and I start working on my craft, and to a day when you're supposed to measure your weight, they tell me that you didn't have to lose any weight. So it was like from 70 to 75, you can be in any of those weights. If you were above 75, then you had to cut weight, but if you were from 70 to 75, then you didn't have to cut weight. But anyways, that happened. After that was with me, he was teaching me stuff. He was telling me, if he comes like this, throw this punch. If he comes like this, duck under and all that. But trust me, I was not like, I didn't get any of the things that he was saying. Like, I was so scared. Like, I was really scared. And then I was like throwing punches in the pads, and I was like moving and all that. And Ashita was speaking to me, and I was not hearing anything he was telling. And then suddenly my name comes off for this event, Coach Resta versus whatever that guy name was, Coach Resta, and they call me, right? And I take off my gloves and I walk. It was in Rangasala, I still remember at the time. I walk, and then everything was so silent, and I look at the people. They were looking at me like dead in my eyes, like every people, like they were looking dead in my eyes, and I was like so scared, bro. I mean, I can't even imagine how scared I was. And then I went to the ring, and my I don't know who was at my side. They were putting gloves on my hands. I was looking at the opponent. He was looking straight in me, straight in my eyes, and he looked like a Satan straight out of hell. and then I could get, at that time I felt like just fuck this shit. I just want to go out. I just want to leave this shit. I don't want to fight. But you signed it, and I had to go and fight. But and then I stepped into a ring, and then at that moment you realize everything goes away. Your fear, your pain, your anger, everything goes away. And I was zoned out. I was looking at him, he was looking at me, and the ref said fight, and I was like, boom! I just went in, throwing hands, like I wanted to rip his head off. I was like doing good. I was punching. At that time, I was basically focused. I was trained as a boxer, more to a kickboxer. I knew how to defend kicks and all, but I didn't know how to throw kicks. And I was basically beginner, right? I'm still beginner, but that time I was really a beginner. I was throwing him punches. I was throwing him uppercuts, and I didn't know shit. But there was a sequence in the first round, 2 minutes or so. He puts me on a clinch, and then what I do is being a boxer, I duck down it, and that guy throws a very good ass knee on my head, and I fall unconscious, like boom, straight up to the mat, and I'm out cold. I'm like, bro, I can't even explain it. And then I can see, I don't know if I have that video or not. I want to put it on it if I have that video, but like you can see me, I'm like, my head was literally banging on the floor as I fell down. And then my guys in that video, you can see my guys, they picked me up, and I was like, they picked me up, put me in a bench, and I don't remember any of that shit, and I don't remember anything about that time. And then what I remember is I'm at rage. I'm sitting cross-legged, my hands are down. I was so disappointed at myself because I didn't win that fight. I was down, I was feeling low. And then Gandhi comes and tells me, he was telling me stuff, when your teammate loses a fight, you just go and tell you did great and all that. And I tell him, how did I get here? And I was concussed, by the way. And I told him, how did I get here? And he told me, bro, you came riding your scooter all the way to here. I was like, what? Like, really? I mean, I didn't remember. Trust me, guys. Like, I didn't remember anything. Like, from Rangasala to Rage Fitness, I think it's around 3 to 5 kilometers. So I was concussed, and I was riding scooter, and I didn't know any of it. I rode my scooter for like 3 kilometers and came to Ridge, and it was really kind of crazy. But I lost that fight. But I was way more determined to win another fight, and that's the first story. It's already 11 minutes. I don't want it's just a long ass video. Well, that's the story of my story of how I started fighting, and how my first fight went. So yeah, I had 13 fights, and that was the first fight, and I'm gonna not gradually, I'm just gonna post more videos and explaining how I felt and how I dealt with other fights that I fought. But anyways, guys, thanks for if you stayed to the end of this video. I'm really grateful, because most of the people, they don't do that kind of shit, just like boring boof. Anyways, thank you for staying here. I'm just gonna put this on Instagram and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I might put on some vlogs and all, and if you're on Instagram, you can help a brother out, you can share it to your friends, and all. Yeah, before I go, I'm just telling you, you guys are looking at a future UFC champion. I'm not saying it just like saying it, but fuck, I'm gonna feel that shit. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. It's a lockdown, things are hard, just face it. It is what it is. If they tell life, if life gives you lemonade, if life gives you lemon, just make it lemonade. But anyways, thanks for watching it, and appreciate you guys. Have a good time.